video you're about to see involves years of collaborative work between early childhood and mental health professionals to develop an early childhood mental health consultation model called Promoting Resilient Children, which we offer to early care and education professionals in the field so they can promote social emotional development in their classrooms.
Promoting Resilient Children really is about helping to define roles for teachers, for parents, for administrators, so they really understand, separate of each other, what their role is in supporting healthy social and emotional development for young children.
And we are creating this video as a resource in the community for others to learn about the work that we do and to understand the components of our coaching model and how it impacts children and school readiness in our community.
Since PRC began in 2007, we've achieved very consistent outcomes in seeing children's social emotional skills improve over the length of time that they're involved in the PRC program at their centers. We also see as children get ready to transition to kindergarten that their social emotional skills are such that we feel that they are prepared for kindergarten as they move forward. So what we know is that programs who have been involved in PRC for a longer period of time, that their children are showing less behavior concerns, primarily because those early childhood centers have created environments, have interactions and supports in place for those children so that they're able to address behavior concerns very quickly and early, and also that the environment is set up in such a way that a lot of those behaviors don't present themselves. So what we see is that programs that have been with us for quite a while are showing less than half of the behavior concerns that programs that are new to PRC services are seeing with young children.
I also support self-regulation through the environment in my classroom. We do this by setting up our play areas with maybe 4 trays or 4 tables to help children realize that that's a space that 4 children can work. Sometimes I'll be as intentional as writing a note on a material, giving children an instruction as to how to use it.
When we use what we know about children, our experiences with children, when we take all that information, their assessments, all this and then we reflect on that to think about where is this child at and what does this child need from us.
I know you're excited about going outside, and I know you love to run and play, but we're knocking into people, and we're flipping, and it's gonna hurt somebody, okay? And it looks like your coat is difficult to zip today. Okay, I'll hold this, you zip.
Even as a teacher, it's important to be reflective, and the only way I can truly be reflective as a teacher is to truly be present.
I was a sponge. I needed to learn. And Bob helped me to be a more reflective teacher where I wasn't before. And the things that we do here and the resilience that we're trying to build into children are so important that I didn't realize just the phrasing that I used with the kids on a day-to-day basis, how that affected them as they went home that night and as they came back in.
Initially, when we came together, we spent a large portion of our coaches' meetings on training topics. We have coaches who come from early childhood, we have coaches coming from mental health, and it's really rare to find someone who has a blend of both disciplines.
And she gives him a lot of positive affirmation, and his whole demeanor changes. He's really happy with that. But he wants that the whole time he's there all day long.
You know, when we see so many children with such high needs that it's almost like sometimes you can't fill them up, and I think sometimes teachers and directors get a sense for some children that, you know, we can't fill them up, we do everything. And really I think it's important for teachers and directors to understand they didn't create that problem. That sort of feeling of not being able to fill someone up comes from much earlier in development through attachment relationships where children have been filled up.
Promoting resilient children has a lot to do with asking the question, what helps young children do well?
Look at what they built. What did you build, Raven and Leo? You built a tower. You know what? Damari just built a skyscraper.
We're going to knock it down.
Okay, Damari, wait.
Yeah!
Next time I want you need to help him rebuild that. He wasn't ready to knock it over.
What can I do to fix it?
Do you want to tell him what you're doing?
When you think about social emotional development and how important that is in the young, in a young child's life, it actually lays their foundation for a lifetime. I've realized how much more important it is that I, as a teacher, or that we partner with families around their child.
One of the things we need to think about when children are in full-day child care is the situation of how many hours they're separated from their parents or their attachment figures. That's hard on children and tends to be very stressful, and so we need to pay attention to that and make sure that we can maintain the presence of the attachment figures in that child's day.
Maziah's ready. Jeremani, are you ready to look at a new page?
No!
You're thinking that she might take your book. Instead of yelling, no, you can say, this is the book that I have.
I'm not going to take your book.
Maziah's letting you know she's not going to take that book.
Ashley uses many teaching techniques as she gathers with children to read the story. She also is paying attention to young children and what they're doing and how they're feeling.
Jeremani, I think Maziah's trying to tell you that she's working on this puzzle. Do you want to be, I think you want to be able to help. Can you use your words and say, can I help you do the puzzle?
You could, after we're done with this puzzle, you can work with it.
Did you hear Maziah? She said that you can work on the puzzle after we're done.
Putting PRC in action depends on teachers, administrators, and community partners that share a vision. They see children's social and emotional development as an essential component of school readiness. Blending early childhood education and mental health perspectives is fundamental to achieving this goal. This work recognizes the central role families and teachers play in helping children be socially and emotionally ready for school.